a secret location. 8 of America's top professional wrestlers compete in a single elimination tournament. Identities unknown. To determine who will challenge for the Independent Wrestling Championship.
There's just one catch. If you're eliminated from the tournament, then you must reveal your identity.
This October, IWTV presents The Masked Wrestler.
What's up, TW Mafia? Yeah, we're here, Free Fig Friday. I'm excited because I got my boys and I'm not going to hang out very long. I want to bring them in. Whoa, what's up, gentlemen? How are we?
Look at what we're giving away today in honor of having Rucker on the show.
I know, the man. We can't hear him. Why? I feel like
we all know Rucker loves men, so we're going to give away the man while Rucker's on the show.
Can we hear you now?
Yeah, you can hear me.
Okay.
Now. That was a rookie mistake. I muted it while your intro was playing, so I muted my mic so I wouldn't talk over it, and I forgot to turn it back on.
They wouldn't hear you, man.
What's going on? Oh, Josh, can I break something?
Oh God!
Like something I didn't tell you. I had a conversation with somebody last night, and independent pro wrestling has seen the end of an era. What's up, Bobby D? Right off the bat, Bobby D's in here. I love this guy. Bobby's awesome. But we saw an end of an era, and people didn't even realize it happened. We have seen the last incarnation on independent wrestling of Green Ant.
No. What's up, Lori? What's up, Robert? What's up, RJ?
So I was talking to Green Ant, and he doesn't know if he'll be back as Green Ant or if he'll grow past that green stage or what, but there will not be another Green Ant after him.
So is this because
it's a result of things that happened and things that are still ongoing. Actually, there's more coming out about Quackenbush lately. So,
okay, then there's that.
Mad Dog.
What's up, Mad Dog? Dude, what's up, Chris Rucker from Boot to the Face? Since the people that can't see us, we got
a little guest in the house.
And I want you to recognize how I've tactfully planted the overlay. Exactly. There we go. Perfect. See that? Like it's right there. You're representing the brand. I wanted to put Boot to the Face there, but I don't know. But you look better, but full press.
I can't see the chat, so
it's okay.
Hey, people in the chat. Are there people there?
There are. We got a few people chatting. We got Bobby D, and I believe it's his daughter, Laurie, maybe his wife, Laurie, in the chat room. We got Mad Dog, Matt Kelly, RJ Krasowski. I mispronounce that name every time. Sorry.
If you can't say Sasha right, I don't expect you to get RJ's last name right. There's too many fucking letters in RJ's. Can I cuss on here? There's too many letters on RJ's name for you to get that right.
I love how you asked if you could cuss on here and then you didn't cuss.
I didn't know if the answer was going to be yes or not, so I had to make sure to not cuss in case you said no.
JP, would you like me to manage the comments this evening?
I can. We'll bounce between the two of us, I'm sure.
I got you. So it's wife, JP.
We got a giveaway at the end of the show, as always on Fridays.
Did you get the screen set up yet, JP? Or are you going to try and figure that out? Do you have the screen share set up for the wheel or not?
I do.
Oh, cool. Do you want to, do you want to share that with the rest of the people so they can see what, this is legit. Like we're just not, we're not picking out of a hat. We're being cool about this. People joining us on Sportscaster as well right now as Free Fig Friday, hanging out. So thank you for that.
They're really going to be upset when y'all just give me the fig, right? Because I I have that figure on my wall, and I need a loose one to display on my my display I got to my left over there.
There's the wheel spinning. We had
look at that
27 names on it as is.
Where's my name?
JP, why don't you hit
full
screen?
Your name is on there, I think, actually.
I don't see my name.
Hit full screen on there. We don't need no ads for no Dodge shit. We don't need
Oh
my God. This is what happens.
You told me to hit full screen. I hit full screen.
Well, I guess that works. You see everybody's names there too, right?
I don't see my name.
You see where it says full screen JP in the square with the actual spin?
Oh my god, what kind of operation are we running here?
Never mind. This
Hang
is
on,
his first
hang on.
run. This is a dry run for JP.
You know,
This
a
is his
dry run
live
is supposed
run.
to be done not live, right? Like
That's the
you're
only
supposed
way
to do
to
a dry run like yesterday.
There you go. Number 28, Chris Rucker going on there.
Number 28, that's Felix. No, that's Darren Woodson, Dallas Cowboys. I like it.
You want me to make you number 33, Larry Bird, or number 12? You could be number 12. I'm
Larry Bird.
going to put you in at number
Why
12.
the fuck would I want to be Larry Bird? I don't even like the Celtics. I'm a Knicks fan.
Ooh.
What
That's
about I
even
can make
better.
you number 12? I can make you I'll put you in as number 12, Chris Tom Brady Rucker.
Oh, Tom Brady. That's where you were going with that. I might forget what down it is if you do that.
Thank you, bye Kawhi.
That's awesome. I'll put them down there.
Can we stop sharing that now?
You share it, don't share it. Share it, don't share it.
Well, I'm letting you produce here tonight.
I suck at producing. There we go.
Oh, Rucker, what do you? So I'm interested in your take on the draft. Like we got SmackDown tonight. We got WWE Raw on Monday, which I'm actually I did the whole Thunderdome thing. I'm scheduled for a call, so we'll see this time if I make it. It's the first time since last time I think I tried, so I don't know. Are you watching tonight? Are you watching the draft tonight and then on Monday?
Oh yeah, I enjoy the drafts. This will be the first one that's a pandemic draft, so it'll be a little bit different. You know, the crowd reaction won't be there, but I always like the draft. I don't know why. I'm a sucker for drafts. I like fantasy football drafts. I like the NFL draft. Like, I'm a draft guy. I like that shit. Can I ask y'all a question real quick? Because I'm watching this in the background. You know, a lot of people hate the Yankees in baseball, right?
Oh
Yes.
Like
because
the Yankees
they're winners.
Okay.
They're winners. That's why people hate them.
So if the Yankees beat the Rays tonight, they play the Astros. So who do you hate in that series? Do you cheer for the Yankees because the Astros are cocksuckers and they cheated?
Absolutely.
Or do you cheer for the Astros because you hate the Yankees? Like,
Unless you're
outweighs
JP.
the other one.
I vote for Boston. I think we vote for cheaters on a regular basis, according to the rest of the
cheating doesn't matter.
according to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. That's his thought process. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Eddie Guerrero.
I don't, dude. Astros. I hate them, dude. Like I'm done.
I cannot cheer for the Yankees. I cannot cheer for the Yankees.
I will.
Period. Ever. No.
I will. If they're playing the Astros.
I can't ever. Bobby D, you don't care about baseball. You just care about your Bruins.
Crimson Mist has arrived. Here I am. Hey, what's up, Crimson Mist?
Ooh,
burn the World Series.
That's a pretty cool mask.
Robert Demore, don't care. Okay, thanks, guys.
That's because Bobby D only cares about hockey and wrestling.
I gotta get that. I understand. There you go. Yankees all the way. I can't.
Bobby do something about that, will you?
You have to consciously choose to root for the Astros, I feel, at this point. Because, I mean, I understand that you're going to steal signs, but, like, don't do it so...
Everybody, right. You just said it. And you know it because you were a baseball player at one point. You know every team steals signs.
Oh, if you're not stealing signs, you're behind the game.
There's a difference between stealing and using fucking technology and beating on trash cans and shit like that. There's a big difference.
Yeah,
like one is a competitive advantage you gain while playing, and the other one is just fucking cheating.
If you're on second base and you're able to differentiate the pitch for some reason while that time, and you can tip off the head guy at bat.
Differentiate. I think
what
that's
what
I'm going for. I don't know. You put a couple more syllables in
there. Differentiate.
Yeah, if you're trying to differentiate, or you can differentiate, if you can figure out what they're calling, man, there are more rights to you calling it from whatever.
But to have a cameraman out there filming what they're doing and then sending you the signals in, that's just fucking wrong.
Bullshit.
How about indie wrestling this week?
What about it?
With the new signings.
Oh, you're talking about AG, huh?
AG, Josh Briggs,
Brandy Lauren.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was
It's really the only one I know. I don't know why I
referee.
know
I'm
that
telling
one,
you,
but
you're gonna fall in love with Josh Briggs and Anthony Green. Josh Briggs is gonna be a monster in NXT. Absolute monster.
I'm excited to
6'8",
see it.
built like a monster. And his whole attitude in the independent, like his whole time in independence, his slogan was "Chances are I don't like you."
Dude, my favorite match of him all time right now, and this is no shit, is he went head to head against our boy Nick Cage, right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
And the whole time, like, this is friends bring a weapons match. They have stuff set up all over, right? And he goes to pick up like a light tube, and the fans are like, "Yeah, hit him, hit him, hit him." And he goes, "Nah," drops it down.
yeah.
Repeatedly with stuff like that. So he's the type of kid that understands the psychology, and AG is just our boy. And the fact that like he's just ate, slept, and breathed this stuff since he was a kid is really, it's really cool too. So I'm excited for people to see them. I know we're homers, but I mean, wouldn't you be?
Absolutely, but like, here's the thing: is when you're like, I don't know Josh Briggs. I've said hi to him maybe 3 or 4 times. I know Anthony, obviously. I'm friends with Anthony. I was texting with him the other day, but so it's not like I'm just supporting people I know. Like I'm supporting people that I know are gonna make it.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess here's a fun part of it, and I'm glad Chris like asks these questions because it's fun for us to talk, for him to hang out, and it's like, if you guys don't listen to Boot to the Face, or if you haven't, please do me a favor, like literally go to iTunes right now, like, subscribe, rate, and do the same thing for any podcast that you enjoy, or any podcast of your friends' podcasts. Like, literally, if you're not liking, subscribing, and actually rating their podcasts, and you're not doing it a service. And the reason I say that is because I learned that today, and I haven't done that, and I need to go do that for a lot of these guys that we continue to have relationships with, and we haven't done them the service of doing that. So if you are a podcaster or have friends in podcasting, like, legitimately go to their podcast on iTunes, like, rate, subscribe, and share, guys. I mean, that's the only way this gets bigger. And when like Chris and everybody from Boot to the Face and Talkamania is talking about Full Press Wrestling, is we are a group of individuals that are passionate about pro wrestling because we've been fans since we were kids, and we span a generation of knowledge in different genres, and ours specifically being independent wrestling before it gets to the TV guys. And that's where we leave it to guys like Chris and Marty on Boot to the Face, and Dez and J-Bomb on Talkamania. And man, I'm just happy and glad to be a part of it now.
Do you follow, like, I know you've gone to independent shows, Chris. Do you follow the independent scene still down in Atlanta? Well, what there is with the pandemic.
I was up until the world shut down.
Yeah.
They just started running. There's a show here. I actually live in Canton now, north of Atlanta, and there's a show here called Southern Honor Wrestling. And that's where Jericho and all them showed up before AEW started.
That's your tweet.
So I go to them, or I did go to them. They do a show once a month, and they just started running again the past couple. Obviously, I haven't gone just because the pandemic is still going on. So some people choose to go, some people don't. Do what you feel is safe, I guess. But I do still keep up with them. I follow them on social media. I watch to see who's winning, this, that, and the third, and I'm excited to once I can go back to it because it was fun. Like, I enjoyed it. It's I think I've told y'all this. I enjoy WWE house shows more than I do the TV.
Dude,
and to me, independent wrestling, at least what I've seen, is more house show-ish than the TV shows are.
Yep.
Like, it's more interactive with the fans. People get into it more. So I enjoy it more. The TV shit is for TV. Like, I can watch that on Fox. I don't want to go and watch some shit be filmed. I'd rather go and see some stuff. Like, the most fun, my wife has had at a wrestling show besides All In was when we went to the WWE holiday tour, and it was a house show. And like, got pictures with Bray Wyatt. She's got like selfies with John Cena getting his ass kicked, and stuff they wouldn't do on TV. So it's just more fun. It's more interactive. So that's one of the reasons I like independent wrestling since I've started watching it.
You're still a legend, by the way, for convincing your wife to go to All In, because what weekend was that?
That was our 12th wedding anniversary.
And you
Yeah.
convinced her to go on a trip.
The day of All In was our wedding anniversary. Yes.
And you convinced your wife to go on a trip
Look,
that was
man, you
completely
can
wrestling dominated.
every now and then you have to use the power of the big dick and cash in, a favor here and there. I don't do that often.
So how did you do it?
Well, I don't know. Ask her. She's the one that showed up in
walked-
Chicago in a wheelchair, not me.
This
Sorry.
is why it is so hard for us
Right
to
into
get guests on this fucking podcast. Is because
I
because
can't.
we try to have a nice conversation, and
No,
JP
but
just
Chris
insults
knows.
every time.
No,
Oh,
this is what me and Chris do, though.
Yeah, this is all day.
Chris beat my ass at Trivia Mania.
As he should, because you suck.
And then I lost. And then Marty ran from me. Marty hid. He went into hiding when I was supposed to go up against Marty. And
Well, when we talk about boot to the face, there's a lot of honestly, like I get the reason I listen to your podcast, Chris, is because
drunk Marty.
Well, no, because
Drunk Marty.
I see wrestling the way he sees wrestling, and you see wrestling the way JP does.
Yeah.
And that's why I because I love listening. It's your opinion mirrors JP's a lot of the time, and I get so sick of hearing him say it, and that he can't. It's better to hear from you.
I think I said that to you like the first time I listened to Boot to the Face. I was like, dude, that's us. Like,
Yeah, just better.
yeah.
Nah, man, we're excited, and like we with the StreamYard and the streams that we have, there's production companies that are reaching out to us to help like co and multi-stream their events, and that's why we bring up the Masked Wrestlers, because like if you don't have access or you don't want to, like literally follow us. Like we're gonna show it. Like
There is a good chance you'll see the Masked Wrestler on this feed.
And it's because it's a really cool thing. If you're a fan of pro wrestling, even if you're not a fan of pro wrestling, like the Masked Wrestler is going to be so fun, because from what I've heard, is that there's going to be some names that we aren't necessarily going to expect to see be there.
Cool. I mean, 30 people got laid off earlier this year. So, I mean.
And therein lies the question, is like those people that aren't working really have a no compete clause.
Could you picture if the Brooklyn Brawler was one of them?
You're so dumb.
So he's
Why?
going out first round and then he takes his mask
Why?
off.
Why would I be dumb? Like, he's a guy that was employed by the WWE for 100 years.
The WWE's not the only fucking company
You
laying
think
people off right
you
now.
think
But
IRS
if you're
is going
gonna-
to show up there?
But if you're trying to drag in like the
Oh,
casual
Dallas.
fan, like you need to pull in somebody like that people know. Like,
Well, isn't
But
that
are
why they're
you
doing it for
okay?
free?
I don't know much about the Masked Wrestler. Like, who's in charge of that show?
it's
So-
on,
Go ahead, JP.
no, you know more than I do. I was just gonna say I know it's on Indie Wrestling TV.
Right. So
So-
it's indie wrestling. So they're not going for the casual fan. They're going for motherfuckers that know who indie wrestling's.
But you
is,
want to
right?
increase your viewership.
And I think
Yeah,
that's
but I mean, like, take a guy like me. I don't watch a lot of indie wrestling besides my local stuff here. I think I'm subscribed to a indie thing, but half the time I don't fucking know the people, and I just get bored really easily and I leave. So a guy like me is probably not going to watch it, but who is going to watch it are guys like y'all who enjoy the shit. You're going to pop harder for people that you know than you are for the fucking Brooklyn Brawler.
absolutely. I am. I know I am.
Right.
I don't know, man. It's gonna. I just like lucha libre mask type wrestling, and when you put it this way, Ruckers, if you take Beyond Wrestling and throw them in the equation, I think they just JP. Am I wrong? Did they just get 3 million subs on their YouTube channel?
They're really close if they haven't hit it yet.
I think they have 3 million subs on their YouTube
That's
channel.
an
So we're
independent company.
so
It's
you're
insane.
talking.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So we're talking like, and the cool thing is like they've given us access, which includes full press, like to a media account, so people can go back. And we're talking like if you want to see where Santana Ortiz really got their start, then you want to go
Oh, I
watch
thought you were going to say Santana Garrett. I got excited.
No. Like Santana Ortiz or Orange Cassidy or any of these guys that are in the NXT ranks. Like when we talk about,
I get you excited, Chris.
there it is.
I get you excited, Chris.
I have it. I would show it to you, but I'd mess my camera up. Here,
I'll show you.
Oh
Check
god.
it out.
You know what
Oh
See,
yeah.
there she is up there.
You got a decent. I need a figure collection. I have 2 figures.
Here's my
for
favorite
myself.
one, that Vader right there. I can't get a good view on it because my
That's a good figure. I can see that.
I fucking love that thing.
I'm really gonna start collecting on my own.
See the one I got today?
Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
Is she hurt right now? Where's she been?
That's the
She
question.
just disappeared off of TV. I know there was rumors that she had COVID, but that was like a month ago.
Yeah, I don't know for sure what's going on. And
I'll tell you, no, that was a couple weeks. I'm sorry. That was the pay-per-view. She was supposed to fight Bailey and then didn't. So
see, look, Takamine is agreeing with us, JP. He is way
Yeah,
too
we
handsome
just
for
said
this
that
podcast,
earlier.
kid.
I don't know
Like-
if that's Des or Jay. but
I
screw you,
posted
I'm
it on.
handsome, too.
I posted it on Twitter that I'm too handsome for wrestling podcasting. I'm sending a picture to my wife. She can.
You're too handsome to be a wrestling podcaster, but guess what? Here you
Yeah.
are, so you're not.
Well, I'm leaving. You know what? I'm announcing here. I'm retiring from wrestling podcasting.
Did you
Sorry.
really think when you started this, like when you look back on Boot to the Face and Marty and J Bomb and Dez and Meaton, and did you really think it would be this far along to where you're at right now?
Well, I mean,
Where you're interviewing Mickey James a month ago while she's under WWE
No,
contract.
I didn't.
Right.
because I didn't start podcasting in wrestling. Like I started just, doing a couple shows on doing the Chris Rucker show where I would just like talk for 30 minutes just because like I would tell my wife all this shit and she didn't give a fuck. And so I was like, I bet I could podcast, right? And I was saying this shit for years. And then one day I just came home and I took my iPhone, downloaded Podbean and just recorded into my phone and kind of went from there. And it was around WrestleMania season. So I would start talking about wrestling and eventually me and Marty kind of hooked up and it just turned into a wrestling podcast because it's a lot easier to podcast with somebody than it is by yourself. When you're doing it by yourself, man, it's a whole fucking like everything is,
isn't it?
everything is on you. And if you think something's funny and you say it, there's nobody there to laugh at you or there's nobody there to not laugh. So you know that the shit's not funny and it's just awkward as a motherfucker. And you really don't know unless people interact with you. But to answer your question, no, I didn't think, 2.5 years ago when I decided to podcast that I'd be interviewing fucking Mickey James. Like, no, the answer is no. I didn't think that was something even close to the realm of possibility and something that, I've talked to JP about this, not something that I had to pay for or something that I had to, it was organic how it happened. Like, we tagged her in something and she started interacting with listeners of our show. And before you know it, she agrees to be on the podcast. Like that's literally how it happened. And she's a fucking current WWE. Like to me, that's a big fucking deal. You know what I mean? Like
the next week she was on Raw. She was back
about
on
2
Raw.
weeks after about 2 weeks after the podcast dropped, she was back on Monday Night Raw.
And did you, just so I can get you on record, did you learn any lessons from that interview for any future podcasters when they get a WWE Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer, and all sorts of categories on your podcast? Are there specific questions you wish you would have asked at that time?
There's a couple. Like I would love to talk to her again, but the thing with her, I think, would be different if I was to interview another wrestler. I'm like a huge fan of hers. Like she's my favorite women's wrestler of all time. So there's a million fucking things I could ask her. You know what I mean? And I only had a certain amount of time to do it. And my interview style, I don't like writing questions down and shit like that. I just like talking to people. Like, and so I had an idea of where I wanted to go with the interview. And then after talking to her, and she was really good at answering the questions also. So that made it a lot easier. But the thing I would say I've learned from talking to a current WWE superstar is they're just fucking people. Like, they will either be receptive to the questions like she was, or they'll be an asshole like I've heard other people be. So
Yeah, like
just treat them like a regular person when you're talking to them, not like a god, and
Right.
you'll probably come off better.
Yeah, and don't treat them like they're a god, but also at the same point, give them some respect and don't ask like stupid ass questions. Like don't be
Right.
disrespectful like with the
Right.
question.
Here's
'Cause
how
I definitely could have fangirled out and asked her some stupid shit, but I held back on it.
I think those are the things that I think I've learned. Like even after the Wrestle Fan Fest, as shitty as that went, and the opportunities that we had to talk to, like, I gotta quit saying the Valley Girl like shit, man. I keep showing my whiteness through that. Just Rowdy Piper
is back,
right?
and you know
It's
that'll
pumpkin
never
spice
be whack.
latte.
The white boy is back.
You-
Talking
you-
to white boy.
You know how white? You want to hear how white I am? This is true. And I was thinking, I was going through my email, and my spam mail today was from UGG, like UGG the boots.
Yep.
I wear the flippers.
Oh, yeah.
They-
So it was just one of the boots. It wasn't both of them because you
Yeah.
didn't make it
Well,
plural.
the name of the
You
company
just
is
said
UGG.
ugh.
The name of the company is UGG. So it was from UGG and Jägermeister. That's how white I am.
Oh my god! Not only are you white, you're like a 16-year-old white girl.
Yes.
Jägermeister and Uggs. I love it.
So to be clear, we're all really excited, dude, that you're doing what you're doing and you're doing your gig and you're still going, because I'm not gonna name names, but I can like look at other podcasts that started at the same time you did, and they're done, they're gone, and they're history. And it's not easy to continue to do this. It's not easy to continue to put out good quality stuff, but you hit the nail on the head. It's not, if you're working it, trying to put information out or a podcast and lining it out, then it's a waste of time, because a podcast is a conversation with individuals trying to catch up. And a lot of times they take that time in between to not have the conversation. So when they do have the conversation, it's an actual genuine one. And I think that's what I've learned, is when we don't get a chance to ask those questions and we get that second interview, I still don't ask those questions. I think it's one of those, it's a respect thing. It's just like the old Carney years. If you saw the guy picking up the old barbell that was 500 on this side, 500 on that, and he went over and actually bumped it and he knew it wasn't anything, if you respected the man as a worker, you don't say anything. It's mutual respect. So that's cool, man. It's I'm excited.
And you got when you're doing it with somebody else too, like you two should know this because y'all been doing it for like 40 years. You got to have the right partner to balance stuff. I mean, you know, you guys have had multiple people on Irish Whip that have come and gone, and the two of you have stayed the entire time. It's kind of like with
who are you
Mario.
talking about? Let's see. Who are you talking about?
I'm not talking about anybody in particular, like no little bitch that blocked me for no reason whatsoever, just because he was a cocksucker running out trying to get all this clout for helping out homeless people, which I completely, hey, do that. But you don't have to film it. You don't have to embarrass these fucking people that are already embarrassed, and you want to be a little bitch about. But I'm not talking about Nico at all. I'm not talking about Nico at all.
I'm blocked too, and I have as much heat with him as anyone. But that's the, like, you grew up. I'm gonna guess you grew up in the city, right, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
And me too. And that's the difference. Is like, I think we kind of are a little bit closer to. Not that we were ever homeless or close to being homeless, but we're closer to that mentality than somebody that never lived in the city, if you get what I'm saying.
Somebody that never got punched in the fucking mouth.
I've been saying that about Nico for fucking a year now.
I hope he sees this too. Fuck you, buddy.
You know he's gonna listen.
I don't know why I don't like him all of a sudden, because I thought he was cool to begin with. But just me seeing that he blocked me just because y'all got mad at each other. And I mean, you know, kiss my ass. Like, I'm awesome. How dare you?
You are, Chris.
If you have a problem with me, you should look in the mirror because it's your fault. Like,
I don't care to make friends anymore. Like, I've got my share of friends, and I've made a friend like with you, and that's honest. That's like.
And for the record, you guys saw exactly how I, like, in that group message, I called that shit. I mean, I called a spade a spade. So,
but I wouldn't. To get back to your point, I wasn't talking about him in general. I was just saying, you know, since I've started listening to you guys, y'all have had
about him specifically.
Y'all have had multiple people come in and out, and you have to have the right balance with the person that you're doing the podcast with. I got that with Marty. You guys got that. Jay and Dez have that. It's we fucking hate y'all. Just saying, whatever. You assholes. I just put you over, and now you want to turn heel on me. What a bunch of J Brones.
Yeah.
But you got to have the right person, and so it's easy for me on Sundays when I wake up and I get ready to do the podcast. Marty sends me the notes. Half the time we don't even go over the notes. It's just two fucking guys talking about what we're talking about, and that's it's easy to keep doing that shit for years at a time, especially if people are listening to it and actually liking it.
Right. That's
validation. Yeah. That's the big thing.
We got a fucking figure to give away.
I know. We're 30 minutes in. Again, for those of you that download this, Friday, 5 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're giving away a fig every week, just every Friday.
What time zone are you in? What time is it right now, Josh?
Mountain Standard Time. So I am at 5:37 p.m.
So you're 2 hours behind me.
Yes.
Mountain Standard Time is a thing?
Yeah, absolutely. We got the Rockies or whatever they call those people out here.
Why do you get your own time zone just because you got mountains? Like, so what?
Well,
you got mountains in Nepal too. You don't see them with their own time zone.
They're Central Standard Time. So that's wherever, kind of there.
Central, Pacific, Mountain, Eastern. Yeah. Shit.
Here's the thing, guys. You can if you like or share it on Facebook. I would prefer you do both. On the Irish Whip Facebook page.
You prefer what?
I would prefer them to like it and share it on Facebook.
What did you say they would? But what was that word you said?
Both.
Okay, just making sure. Both.
Both.
Is that a boat with a th on the end? Both.
Yes. Okay. And on Twitter, you get on there by sharing, by retweeting it. The post will be up by. I want to say the post will be up by Monday every week, but usually over the weekend.
It depends.
Up and pinned, so
it depends on the supply of the green. Depends on the alcohol consumed. Depends on the COVID. Depends on a lot of stuff. But no, Monday.
We've been doing elites a lot lately, which are cool figures. They're awesome. I'm actually working on getting a chase to give away. So
I saw. Let me ask you this. I want you guys, both of your opinions. Rucker, don't go anywhere because I forgot I have something for you, and I totally forgot that I bought it for you.
He gives good gifts too.
Can I open something before we leave too? Can I open something live on the air?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Do it
from WWE.
Oh, really? Is it?
I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's they had some kind of like mystery thing that you could order, and I was like drunk last weekend, and so I fucking ordered it. I have no clue what's in there, so we'll open it on the air.
I wanted so bad. I almost ordered a WWE WrestleMania 36 t-shirt today because they're like $5.
Yeah,
but they all say Tampa Bay on them, and I'm still in my fuck Tampa Bay mode. So,
you're bitter. You're a bitter bitch now that your boy's gone.
Absolutely, I'll get it if they say you don't have Belichick here.
You got Cam. Cam's the man.
Cam is the man. Cam is fucking incredible.
Rucker, open your shit.
Let's you want me to go now?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, because we're like our half hour. People get impatient because they want to see who won the fig. And
we're gonna. I'm gonna do that clout thing, and I'm gonna splice in an old interview with Anthony Green.
Oh shit! What is this? I have no clue what the fuck this. Oh, it's a bag. It was a grab bag. So they sent me a purse. They sent me a little purse. You can see that with the WWE logo on it.
You probably paid more for shipping than you did for the shit in there.
Oh, look at that! I got something I will never fucking use. If I ever run out of toilet paper, I have a Braun Strowman shirt.
That's actually not a bad looking shirt, though.
Well, I'll send it to you.
Listen, I'm a 4X.
Oh,
who is this? Who's this guy? Is that Daniel Bryan?
Yes.
A Daniel Bryan shirt. Okay.
Yes.
That's what I've never seen that shirt either. That's a different shirt.
Jeff Hardy. So far, we're 0 for 3. And oh my God, Alexa Bliss. So I'm giving all this shit away. What size is it? It's extra large.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear the Alexa Bliss shirt, but that's my jam right there.
Yeah, so if anybody wants any of those shirts that are extra large, I will send them to you.
I
Just
feel
for
like I
you
should.
watching the Irish whip thing.
I feel like I should. Did you guys, Rucker? Did you see my? You know my. How you have a
Cam
love for
can
me.
count to 4. Fucking right, Robert. In Tom Brady's defense, it was well past his bedtime. Like the guy's 107 years old.
Yeah, he threw a temper tantrum in the locker room and threw his helmet at a
That's
locker
not the
and
first time.
said, "You got to tell me when it's the 4th down." And someone just yelled back, "There's no Belichick here."
Oh wow. You got to tell me when it's 4th down. How about those big fucking markers on the sidelines that have the number 4 written on them before you snap the ball?
Yeah. Who did your homework?
There was another video of him yelling at someone on the sidelines, and the person just got up and walked away from him. So they're not putting up with them down there. He's so used to being like the leader here, and he doesn't have that there yet.
He went home and put his fucking face in between Giselle's titties and cried himself to sleep.
That would make me smile on the saddest of days.
We keep cutting you off, Josh. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
He looks sad when he goes to work.
Taking over.
He just looks sad when he goes to work now. You know that? He doesn't look happy. Brady looks like he should belong there. Him and Gronk.
Well, I mean, that's where old people go to retire. They go to Florida. Like, he should fucking know that by now. He's fine.
Did you see the autograph that I got, Rucker? Like, Mickey James is like, I love the Iconics. Like, I love the Iconics.
Oh, I did see that. That was a dope picture.
Did you see how big it was?
No, I know you said something about how big it was. I didn't. I think you said Timber thought it was 8x10, and it looks like it's 17x40. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. That's good. Hang that shit on the wall.
You're right. That's a good wall picture, honestly.
Put that shit in a frame and hang it on the wall. Hell yeah.
That thing's huge, right?
That's good.
I figure it goes great with the 2 action figures I have. So I just put a space on the wall. We're good.
You're another legend, though, because like I talk about Rucker talking his wife into going away for their anniversary to a wrestling show. You got a picture of Anthony Green hanging with your family pictures.
Oh yeah,
oh, God.
Yeah, I have close enough. Yeah, I mean he's part of the family. I mean he hangs up there with the family. It's chilling.
And can I tell you, we called that one at the beginning of this year too. That was something else that we predicted that 2020 was his year.
He knows. But should we spin this wheel? Yeah, I swear to God, if Rucker wins, I'm riding.
I've shuffled the names. I'm going to shuffle them.
Hold on. Before you share this, do you have the audio on? Do we have the music selected?
Yes. Unlike you, I turn the audio on when I share my screen.
Hey, how come when you just moved the channel right there, the screen, now you can see my entire setup, but before it was zoomed in on me? Like, I felt that was a little bit too personal. Like, y'all were looking into my eyes and shit. I didn't like that.
Yeah, we can always. We've always got this. We can.
That's better. That's way better than what it was to begin with. I got this fucking ambiance set back here,
you do.
And you didn't even show it to anybody. People tuned out already.
I told you, I'm mad at
shit.
You're mad. I don't like all that Dallas shit hanging up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's the power of production, JP. Right? No, I mean you have a cool setup, except for the cowboy stuff.
You got you got the belts. You got
Yeah, that's the whole point of me doing all this shit, so I can start doing video now.
You look good. You look good, JP. I'll let you go back. Do you have your spotlight now? Are you good? Are we good?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I love it. I appreciate that. You got my good side. That's what I was waiting on.
We did.
I'm looking iconic now.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm gonna shuffle a bunch.
Yes, please shuffle.
I'm gonna do the truffle shuffle while I'm shuffling. I know Josh loves when I do stuff like that.
Please don't.
All right, I am gonna spin it.
Hey, real quick before you spin it. Remember the app Marco Polo, Chris?
Yes.
We used to have that app, and you know why we don't have that app anymore? Because every time JP used to take a shit, he would Marco Polo me the turd going down the toilet. Every time.
And you watched it every time for like
In the wheel.
That was the
Spin
weird
the wheel.
part. The weird part was you never skipped the video. You
Nope.
watched the whole thing.
Well, he prefaced it with his face, and then he always just like you'd think that's the reason I watched it. Okay, let's not just say I saw a toilet bowl with a turd going down. Let's make it clear that it was his face, and then he went to the toilet. So let's just make that clear. Spin the fucking wheel.
And Bobby D, you did not take the show over. You're good, brother. I don't hear any noise on my end.
I do. Sounds good.
What do we got? Oh, look at who's winning.
No way. No fucking way. Dude, you randomized that list. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's too late. I've already won. I've already won. No.
I'm spinning
I
over.
won.
For those that are not
Pete
watching
Opolis doesn't even like Becky Lynch. They're just red.
Chris Rucker legitimately just won this thing.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. That's
I'm going to
fantastic.
send it to Chris, and then I'm going to send something to Pete Opolis as well. So
That is like
I had
that's not
such a
rigged.
job.
That
Watch
is not
Rucker
rigged.
win. I'm gonna respin it if Joe.
Dude,
Oh,
I'm
that's
telling you right
fantastic.
now. Oh, this is legit. Like when shit is going your way, Chris Rucker's shit is going your way.
Well, I played Mega Millions tonight, so I'll let y'all know about 11:05 whether or not it's really going my way.
Well, that's an expensive action figure if you do.
Yeah,
I'll hook you guys up. I don't know how much Mega Millions is, but we'll
you
all
win
be
Mega
rich if
Millions-
I win.
I'm not sending you the Becky Lynch action figure.
If I win Mega Millions, we're all winning Mega Millions.
So
I'll pass some money out.
No,
I
no,
claim
you
this shit on
gotta-
my taxes.
How can you not send him the action figure?
If he wins Mega Millions, he can buy Becky Lynch.
That's not the agreement.
No comment.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the time has come for us to separate tonight. Chris, thanks for coming, man. Do me a favor, please tell everybody that's not watching but listening where they can find you on the
So you
Twitterverse.
can find me at Rucker 2020. You can find my podcast at Boot to the Face with the number 2. That is me, my tag team partner, Marty Vasquez. We're a pro wrestling podcast that doesn't really talk a lot about pro wrestling. We just kind of talk and we go, you can't listen to us in the car with your kids because we use a lot of 4-letter words, but we are MILF friendly. We're a MILF friendly podcast now. So if you want to check us out, just search Boot to the Face on any podcast stream. Check us out at whatamaneuver.net. We got t-shirts up there with a couple designs with more coming.
You just came out with a bunch of nice designs.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that.
What about GILF? Are we GILF friendly too?
What's GILF?
Grandmas?
Grandmas are young these days. Yeah. Why not? Grandmas
I
are
don't
like
even want a
45
MILF.
now. We're a MILF friendly podcast. We're trying to kill the MILF demo. We feel like the MILF demo is an unattained market out there, and we're trying to get that. We're trying to get that money.
You meant to say untapped.
No, he's
not
no,
saying
they're-
untapped.
they're
I'm a
trying
married
to
man. I'm a married man. Okay, we're just trying to. It's an unattained market. We're not trying to tap
okay.
anything.
No, that's
We don't
attainable. That's an attainable market.
I'm not gonna let you get me in trouble on this goddamn podcast.
As always, ladies and gentlemen, you can find us at the number 3 Irish Boys with a Z. Also, now full press coverage wrestling.
Welcome to the team.
Yes, we're part of the family. Thank
With
you.
that, let's mask wrestler this out.
Make sure you share.
In a secret location, 8 of America's top professional wrestlers compete in a single elimination tournament. Identities unknown. To determine who will challenge for the Independent Wrestling Championship.
There's just one catch. If you're eliminated from the tournament, then you must reveal your identity.
This October, IWTV presents The Last Wrestler.